Being a recent graduate of film school, there are many things that I learned over my time. And today, I am going to impart some of that knowledge onto you.
Every man and every woman in this nation, regardless of party, will have the right to register.
Sup, up, people of the internet web stuff, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are delving once more into film, but it is more things I've learnt over my time. And a lot of these, I have to admit, come down to directors. And I know this because I like to direct. And I'm probably the most problematic person you're gonna have on set in the regard of just being a director. A lot of these will ultimately just be apologies to producers, but the first thing you have to know in regarding making your own film, being an independent filmmaker, is anything that can go wrong will most likely go wrong. Always have plans. Always have backups. Have backups of your backups. If you think that this is so far-fetched an idea that it won't happen, it probably will, and you should have prepared for it. This seems like a really basic thing to know, but planning is paramount. You have to have everything ready on the off chance one thing goes wrong and it just sends the entire production into freefall. And this is a thing when you're starting off your career in film that's incredibly important because you don't have the budget to mess around with. You don't have millions of dollars to just throw at a problem. You have to use your own initiative and you have to rely on the people around you, which is quite stressful and will often see you at loggerheads with people on your crew. So keeping a calm head, having plans upon plans upon plans is always important. When I'm thinking of this, what comes to my mind is when I was shooting The Thinning Blue Line. We had a scene planned for outside. It was our last day of shooting and we lost the light on that day. So we just couldn't do this scene. So me and the producer rallied together and rewrote a scene to make it flow better. And that is just something that you have to do off the cuff. This scene shouldn't have happened really. There was gonna be a snippet of it, but it wasn't gonna be that long. But from this, I got one of my favorite jokes out of it. And that was incredibly important for me. The second major thing is shot lists tend to go out the window. Yes, it's great to have your storyboards and your shot list and know what you want, but as soon as you get on set, the likelihood is the director's gonna be like, I know, let's just switch this up and do this now and do that later, and unless you have an iron grip on your director, the likelihood is you just have to cope with this and let them do their thing, since 9 times out of 10, they kind of know what they're doing. The 1 time out of 10, I just hit them. I'm fine with you hitting them. If they question it, just blame me. It's entirely my fault. But storyboards and shot lists are something you should always have prepared, but don't panic, don't be surprised when they ultimately go out the window because the director has some other idea of what they want on this very moment of that very day. Number 3 is not to worry that it doesn't seem like it's coming together. 90% of the time, your film will come together in the edit. And that is just a fact. Star Wars was not a good film until it came together in the edit. People were worried that it was gonna flop and it would do disastrously. But if you have planned and prepared, the film will work. It may not be what you originally envisioned, but it will be something that you can be proud of. And to have that moment in the editing room with one of the most important people being the editor, them and the director and sometimes the producer can work together so well and create a fantastic product. And to be fair, editors don't get enough credit for all of the hard work that they actually do. Fourth point is not to undervalue your crew. A lot of the time on a film set, you've got big roles and big positions, and that usually falls under director, cinematographer, producer. But in my mind, one of the most important people on set who often get overlooked are the sound engineers and the boom ops. The cinematographer 9 times out of 10 will not care about the sound. If you get a caring cinematographer, that's fantastic. But they're just concerned about the camera work and sound is secondary to them. But you can get away with making a film which doesn't look great but sounds amazing. Sound is often the savior of the film, and you need to remember that. D4 Darius did a video years ago where he said the same sentiments as I'm saying now. Always focus on getting good sound, because that will make or break your film. As a fifth and final point, if you're in film school making your films now, if you get bad grades and a bad reaction from your lecturers, don't panic. That is not something that is majorly important. Yes, it could affect your grade in the end, but those films could be really good. Those films often will go and have really successful film festival runs, and you will get some acclaim from them, you'll get some success. And I'm speaking from experience here, because at the minute my film Kaderi Vampire is on a film festival run, and it was not particularly liked by my lecturers, if I'm entirely honest. It fell a bit flat with them. It's been nominated for, I think, 6 film festivals, and there are 3, I think, coming up where there's a possibility of awards, including Best Cinematography, which, if I'd just gone with what my lecturer said, by that logic, I wouldn't have released this film. I wouldn't have entered the film festivals. I wouldn't be able to network. I wouldn't be able to have this confidence in myself that, yeah, I did a good job. The grade doesn't matter. What matters is the experience you have on set, the experience that you get from actually putting a film together from start to finish, and the professionalism that comes with that. Ultimately, if you're happy with the film, that's all that matters. You can see how it goes from there, and you could get some success from that. Don't put all your eggs into grading. Those are 5 points that I have for you today. Hopefully I've given you a little look into me as a filmmaker. I don't know, I'm rambling at this point. If you enjoyed the video, show it some love, give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see more videos of me, why not subscribe to the channel? And yeah, look at that, I've got another video out. Shocking, isn't it? Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you again soon.